Mary Furlong has been watching the boomer generation closely since the mid-1980s when she founded Third Age Media, a pioneering website focused on life stage transitions. Today she heads Mary Furlong and Associates, a consulting company that focuses on 50-plus Americans. I sat down with her at the Aging in America conference this spring in Washington, D.C. to talk about Turning Silver into Gold, her recent book that examines the coming opportunities for entrepreneurs related to aging boomers. The cherry blossoms were in full bloom, and so were Mary's ideas about entrepreneurship.
One of the key issues is financial longevity. So, we used to think that it was our pension and our Social Security that was going to secure our retirement. Now, our 401k may be the square root of what it was, and who knows what's going to happen exactly with our house pricing. So, what we have to look at is how are we going to finance the bonus years. And so one of the trends we see are people becoming mid-career entrepreneurs. Because realistically, our company's really going to hire us to drive their new digital marketing initiative at 62. It's just not going to happen. I teach in Silicon Valley, and I know that it's, the 28-year-old has already been in 3 internet startups that they want. So what you see is that boomers are looking for, I think, encore careers and life stage careers that can help them earn income, but also have time in case they have a caregiving situation or for their own health. So they want to earn income and they want to be able to do something they like to do, but they want a mosaic, really. So how can I have work that I like? How can I have time for health, time for my family, time to play? Because many boomers haven't heard the recess bell ring in a long time. So one of the new trends is that you see that financing longevity is an important topic. And there's sort of this aha moment when maybe I don't want to stay in the job as a school principal. I mean, I was just with my sister-in-law, and she left being a school principal, and now she's starting a new career in business sales. And she's so invigorated by the new career. And so what people like is taking that life experience and translating it into their next thing. But one of the themes in the book, Turning Silver into Gold, is these exogenous shocks that hit you at midlife. How do you go out and react to those exogenous shocks in a way that you can create something new and get through them? And what is the new big aha in America is how big the caregiving topic is going to be. So there's 70 million people that are going to be navigating through caregiving. And when you get that call from the hospital and mom's being discharged, you don't necessarily say, I have everything ready. It's not like you have a baby in 9 months to prepare. You may have 3 hours to prepare. So boomers are now going to be navigating through caregiving, and some people we don't have the institutional support and resources for the challenges that that's going to bring.
So what are some of the examples of these life stage career moves that boomers are making?
Well, one of my favorite examples profiled in the book is Marguerite Novak, Moving Solutions. So she kind of ditched her job at corporate America because it didn't feed her soul anymore. Now she works harder than she did in corporate America, and she has a company called Moving Solutions where she helps move your mom, packing things up, helping them go through organizing. Handyman Connection. We've got a lot of widows in this country. We're going to have more widows as we go forward. I don't know how many want to What I've heard from Jane Glenn Haas of Women's Sage is they want to find a partner who lives close and visits often, but not necessarily get married again. But they do want a handyman. So the handyman connection and people that can help you in the home. Another area that I know is going to be big is geeks, senior geeks. So people to come in and help us connect the printer, get the broadband to work, and help with our home business. So those are a couple of the big aha, I think, is services. So the boomers have always been willing to pay for services. So we're going to invent services like concierge services. And the one virgin area that no one's gone into is transportation. So do we want to go out at night? We don't want to drive. We can't see as well. We may want to have a glass of wine. Certainly want to be with our friends. We want the party car and a driver. So we're going to pool our money, and somebody's going to invent concierge transportation. I heard this morning a really interesting new trend of medical tourism. And companies that are now, insurance companies that are now paying people to go get surgery done in other countries because it's cheaper. So I think travel, which is like #1 in AARP benefits for members, is going travel and tourism, grandchildren travel, menopausal travel. So the opportunity to open up a travel company is big. And then passion and play. So, you know, boomers, I just saw a new business plan around golf where, you know, you get a text message if there's room on the course that day. And so I think we're going to see in the play area things that haven't been designed before, and also in caregiving.
And do you think some of these markets that you're describing will be opportunities for boomers themselves to pursue?
Absolutely, because you know we do the business plan competition each year in Silicon Valley, and half the applicants are mid-career entrepreneurs. And in our book, you know, some people were downsized earlier in their career, and that gave them more time for their encore career. So my best friend, who's profiled in the book, worked for Pan Am. Pan Am went out of business early. So he started his framing gallery 25 years ago, and it's a very big success right now. And so Todd Healy is his name. And so you see these people who, whatever shocks them at midlife, then they go and say, now what can I do? And so what do boomers have and what do they bring? They've got experience, they've got a network, they've navigated through tough situations, they've got energy and intellect, they've got the internet now for research skills, they want to work in places where they're mobile. So 1 in 4 boomers have second homes. So they want to be able to say, I can run my business from my computer wherever I am. And the desertive life for them is the grandchildren. So we haven't even begun to talk about what are the opportunities for intergenerational things with grandchildren.